This is ANN News Brief.
Good afternoon. I am Olajumoke Olatunji. A leaked video of a South Africa Sport and Recreation Meg Faith Mazibuko has landed her in trouble. In her recording, she was allegedly threatening her staff with dismissal if they failed to build Combi Court, a contraction of combination courts. A newspaper investigative report says the rollout of those multi-purpose sport facilities was allegedly meant to gain an advantage for the African National Congress ahead of the national elections. In the video, the MEC insisted that the facilities be built in various parts of Gauteng before the end of the financial year. Failure to accomplish that would mean the unused funds would be reallocated to the National Treasury. She was quoted as saying in the recording, quote, "I want those Combi courts. We want to use them to campaign to win elections," end quote. The House of First Mozambican President Samora Machel is in bad state of repair despite its legacy of liberation struggle for Southern African countries. British colonialist has established a court, the house for growing groundnuts in the failed Tanganyika groundnut scheme in the late 1940s. The house was later used as a camp by Frelimo during Mozambique's national liberation struggle and later as a training base for freedom fighters from Zimbabwe, Angola and South Africa. A Tanzanian newspaper crew that visited the house found it in a bad state despite its history of independence struggle in Southern Africa and a potential tourist attraction. Samora Machel was the first president of Mozambique from the country's independence in 1975. He was killed when his presidential aircraft crashed near the Mozambique-South Africa border in 1986. We'll be back after this message. Stay with us.
This used to be me. But that was before I got the perfect bag. It's handy and easy to use. All I need in one compact space, just like my MTN Extra Value plan. I used to get one plan for my calls and then try to remember which data plan worked for me. Roaming was a totally different ballgame. Not anymore. I've got the MTN Extra Value all-in-one plan. If you're a data buff like me, you get extra data with some talk time. And if you like to make calls, you get extra talk time with some data. And when I'm abroad, I automatically browse, chat, and call right on the same plan. MTN Extra Value was made just for me.
More of data or calls, whichever one you prefer. MTN Extra Value is made just for you.
A fledgling pressure group of journalists, researchers and community workers is taking a message to Ugandan rural communities to save the trees. The group is fighting the rapid destruction of trees in the region that was once the epicenter of a 20-year war that had left a legacy of poverty and fragile land rights. Uganda's rapidly growing urban population is boosting demand for charcoal, trucks of which are piled high with high sacks of the burnt tree notches on the road to the capital. Researchers say the demand is accelerating one of the fastest rates of deforestation in the world. As it takes its campaign across the region, the pressure group of journalists, teachers, community workers and researchers is hearing complaints that the campaign to save trees is good but too late because of the large-scale deforestation in the region. And that's it in News Brief. Thanks for watching. For details on this and other stories, visit the website annafrica.net. Also join the conversation on Facebook, facebook.com/ANNAfricaTV, Instagram and Twitter at ANNAfricaTV. I am Olajumoke Olatunji.